All right. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, we would like to give all praises, all honor, and all glory unto
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Bahashem,
Bahashem,
Yahweh
Yahweh
Shah,
Shai,
Bahashem,
Bahashem, Rakakwadash.
Rakakwadash.
Double honors unto the elders and the apostles of the great millstone who taught us the truth and rule well. Shalom to the hopeful elect. Shalom to the Akim and Nakwa, listening and learning. This goes out to the true Hebrew Israelites of the Bible, the so-called Native American, so-called Latinos, and so-called African Americans scattered throughout the focus of the world. This is a branch of the Great Millstone Chicago camp. I'm the brother Yaya.
I'm the brother Asha.
Back at it with another quick lesson to the spirit. And this will be a quick lesson, not too long, but we just wanted to go into patience, man, and how patience is key. It's just a key virtue throughout life, man. You constantly need patience to push through everything that's going on, and just to be ultimately patient, no matter where you are, no matter what no matter where you are, no matter what the situation is, just be long suffering and be patient, and just know that the Lord is gonna get you through it, man. So we gonna let the scripture speak. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 2 and verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble. So when trouble comes, when your body start hurting, or you get in some kind of situation where you gotta hurry up and do something, be patient. Be like, okay, Lord, I know something finna happen. Bible shall keep me patient. Help me to go through it. And that's what you ultimately need to do, to remain patient and remain at a cool, level head, man.
So when you're in troubled times, because that's what this is speaking about. You know what I mean? Don't make haste in times of trouble. So it's not only body affliction, but it's trouble all the way around. Trouble in the flesh, trouble at your job, trouble at school, trouble with your mental health. You know what I mean? Jake is going to run into trouble and jams on all sorts of ways, all sorts of times. So whatever trouble you run into, you could be riding down expressway, have a flat tire. You know what I mean? You could go to the ATM and you try to get some money, don't have any money. Whatever trouble you run into, the Lord is still telling you not to run from it, not to make haste, but like the brother's going into, but to be patient. And the Lord is going to give you an answer or give you a resolution to help you out. He's going to make it right for you. And that's what this is going into. You know what I mean? When things don't go your way you've planned or the way you thought they should go, you have to be patient. You have to sit still, be quiet, and meditate and pray. First pray and meditate, you know what I mean, for the Lord to deliver you out of whatever trouble you in.
Verse 3, Sirach 2 and 3. Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient with thy change to a lower state. So just as the brother explained, you gotta be patient no matter what situation you're in. Throughout all the situations that you're gonna be in, you just gotta keep your integrity, like Job did, and keep your patience, man.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Exactly. And it says cleave unto him. So, you know what I mean? Jake, soon as something don't go their way, first thing they want to do is get mad, blame the Lord, and, get irate. The Lord said, cleave unto him. Don't depart from him. But this is to bring you closer to the Lord, not drive you away. So when you go through your afflictions, your troubles, your trials, the temptations, this is not for you to get angry at the Lord. This is to bring you closer to him so he can get you out of that jam. It says, whatsoever brought upon you, take it cheerfully. Say, the Lord put you in that jam. The Lord, he says, all things that come from the Lord, good or bad. Yahweh Shema Shah does his will. Sometimes as the younger brother went into earlier, Job said, well, we shall receive all good and not evil, loosely paraphrasing. The Lord is going to give you both. So you got to understand life is a roller coaster, it's ups and downs. It's not going to be sunshine all the time. It's not going to be rain all the time. So you got to take it cheerfully, knowing that Yahweh Shema Shai has got you covered.
Okay. Verse 5, for gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. So as we go through these constant trials and tribulations, again, I keep saying it, as we go through these trials, these tribulations, we got to maintain patience, maintain focus, and keep our eye on the prize, man. It says, keep the eye single.
Con.
Another precept.
Con.
This is the book of Luke. Well, actually, I'll get the Luke first. This is Luke 21 and 19. Quicker to the point, Luke 21 and 19. And your patience possessing your souls. So, and patience possessing your souls. Patience is a key thing that is needed to keep you in this truth, and to keep you where the Lord wants you, man. Because without patience, well, if I go back to the Sirach 2:14, Sirach 2:14, woe unto you that have lost patience, and what will you do when the Lord shall visit you? So without patience, according to that Luke, you lose your soul, man. Without patience, you lose what's needed to get through this truth, man. Because without patience, it's like you always trying to do stuff. You always ready to go. You always hot headed. You always trying to do something, man. And it's like, just be patient, just chill and wait on the Lord. Because you can't do nothing without the Lord helping you out, and being patient and waiting on the Lord, man.
Yeah, you got to cool your jets. You got to relax, take it easy, and understand what's going on, then apply wisdom. That's what the patience is for you to start tapping into the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding the Lord is giving you. But if you're, like he said, the brother said, if you don't have any patience, you're not waiting on the Lord, and you just reacting quickly, knee-jerk reactions, you can only make matters worse, So you've got to take a chill pill and relax and let everything unfold so you can see clearly. It's like water, right? You know what I mean? So what happens, so just imagine, I'll just give you a scenario. Imagine the water, right? You know what I mean? Something falls in the water, you see all those ripples in the water, right? It's an immediate reaction. But once the water calms down, you can see clearly what's going in the water again. So that's how life is. Sometimes you get hit with ripples and you can't see clearly, but when everything calms down, you can see exactly what you need to do. That's a part of this walk with Yahweh Shem Al Shah, and patience. Understanding that sometimes things are going to happen. Some quickly, some slower. And we just got to remain focused and wait on Yahweh Shem Al Shah. And they clearly, like you said, this is gonna make sure this is our salvation.
Another precept real quick. This is the book of Ecclesiastes. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, and I'll start at 8. Ecclesiastes 7 and 8. Better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof, and the patient in spirit is better than the proud in spirit. Be not hasty in thy spirit to be angry, for anger resteth in the bosom of fools.
In the bosom.
In the bosom of fools.
So, obviously, the ending, it's like I said, finishing, like I said here in this NLT, finishing is better than starting. Patience is better than pride. This is NLT, but nevertheless, you start the race, it's a grueling task, but when you finish the race, you're like, man, you got your reward. And that's the way for a lot of things. How it starts is one way, how it ends is obviously better because you completed the task. You build a puzzle. You got a 100-piece puzzle, right? You put the pieces of the puzzle together. It's grueling in the beginning, but when you finish putting the puzzle together, it's finished. It's better because you've completed the job. You completed the task, right? And patience is better than pride. A lot of people are proud, and think they got it all and not wait on the Lord. They only put themselves in the worst situation. So, so you got to be, mindful of that, and understand what the will of the Lord is. And you're only going to get that by waiting to hear from Yahweh Shem Al Shah and not presuming that you know exactly what to do without praying and asking Him for guidance.
Another one, real quick. This is the book of. This is the book of James, chapter 5 and verse 7. James 5:7. Be patient, therefore, brethren, unto the coming of the Yahweh. Behold, the husbandman waiteth for the precious fruit of the earth, and have long patience for it, until he receive the early and latter rain. Be ye also patient, establish your hearts, for the coming of the Lord draweth nigh. So like we being patient through all these other situations, we're also being patient on waiting on the Lord to come back, man. Because all these, it says in the last days, scoffers shall come, all these crazy stuff, but it says, fear not, man. We gotta stay where we are and keep a cool head and be patient, no matter what. It says 1,000 fall at thy side and 10,000 thy right, but none shall come nigh thee. And what are we gonna need during those times? It says, wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of thy times and the strength of thy salvation. What comes with that wisdom and knowledge is patience, man. Being able to wait it out until the Lord comes. Being able to stay in the same spot until the Lord gives you a sign to move on, man. God.
And that's what it's ultimately, we're definitely waiting on Yahweh Shema Shah to come back. That's what all this is about, our salvation. And we got to, constantly endure. Say, he that endures to the end shall be saved. So that's the waiting game. We hasten in the day, but the Lord will not stir and move until said time is loosely paraphrased, till the said measure of time is fulfilled.
Another one. This is the book of Baruch, chapter 4. And 25. Baruch 4:25. My children, suffer patiently the wrath that is come upon you from Yahweh. For thine enemy hath persecuted thee, but surely thou shalt see his destruction and shalt tread upon his neck, man. So as we going through these trials and tribulations, as we fighting against all the things that we fighting against, it says suffer patiently, because at the end of the day, the elect is gonna have a everlasting kingdom, man. So we just gotta stay patient through all this stuff that we going through, and to keep fighting and to keep pushing throughout it all, man.
Yeah, this devil is coming down with great wrath, but remain diligent, you know what I mean, and wait for the Lord. He said, well, he rise up to the prey to destroy them. Yeah. So that's a part of us waiting on Yahweh Shema Shah. He's going to vindicate us against our enemies, man. All those who hated us, vexed us, and caused us problems, the Lord is going to, render us a recompense. He's going to take care of it. So we got to wait on Yahweh Shema Shah. His word is not going to come back void. Okay. All right. Hope that was edifying. That was straight to the point. Just be patient. Hold on. How about Shema Shah is on his way? And our enemies are going to, be put underfoot shortly.
So with that, hope the video was end for our exhortation. We would like to give all praises, all honor, and all glory to
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash.
Double honors to the elders and the apostles of the Great Millstone that rule well. Keep doing what you're doing. Shalom, Kwam Yashar,
and Abba Ball.